Hi everybody, this is Todd with Learn to Grow Wealth Online, and today we're just going to briefly talk about the keyword phrase home brewing. I'm over here on the Google Adwords page, as you can see, and you can see that the list of the monthly searches for the keyword phrase of home brewing here. We also see that it's got a high level of competition, and that might lead us to think that this might not be the best best niche to break into. So if we head over to Jaxi and we do a little bit more research, I've already put in the phrase home brewing here and did a search, as well as I searched for the domain names and the competition. So real quick, we'll break down what these metrics are here in Jaxi. This is the average number of searches that the keyword receives per month. This is the visits to your website if you achieve first page rankings in search engines. And the QSR, the quoted search results, is the number of competing websites ranked in Google for this exact keyword. The KQI is an indicator of the quality of the keyword phrase, and green is great, yellow is okay, red is poor. SEO is a score based on traffic and competition. The higher the score, the more likely you will rank for this keyword on the first page. And the domain names just lists whether the domain name is available in a .com, .net, .org, and so forth. So if we look at home brewing, we see that on an average it has 10,369 monthly searches, so pretty close to what the keyword planner was telling us. The traffic is a good amount, but the QSR is a high level of competition, a lot of competing pages for this phrase. So yeah, it's not a good keyword phrase, but it doesn't mean that we still can't break into the niche of home brewing or home brewing supplies, equipment, things like that. If we go down and look through Jaxi here, we'll see a lot of low competition keyword phrases that are pretty decent. In general, I want traffic at least at 50 or more per month if I'm on page 1, and I'm not quite as concerned as the average monthly searches. And I want this QSR number to be lower than 200. Lower than 100 is where we see our long-tailed keyword phrases. And so basically, as we scroll down this, we can see that there's a decent amount of searches for various similar related keyword phrases: home brewing, home beer brewing supplies, home brewing kits. There was a couple that were pretty attractive in here. Home brewing kits right here has 520 monthly hits if your website is on page 1 for this keyword phrase. If we go down a little bit further, home brewing instructions isn't bad. Home brewing equipment's not too bad. There's a really nice one, here it is. Home brewing supplies. So we see it basically has very little competition, and you even have the domain name homebrewingsupplies.net that would be available to you if you chose this niche, if you had a love and passion for brewing beer. If we go down a little bit further, you can see another one. So there's a ton of keyword phrases that you can target within your posts, within the content that you write on your website. And I'm not a home brewer, but if you are a home brewer, I'm sure you have a much more extensive knowledge of the various products that are out there, and then you can just search the product name with what is or how to home brew, or what's the best method to home brew. Like I said, I don't know the niche that well. I just had a friend that was into it, and it seems like a decent niche idea for a niche website. But this just shows you that even though the first keyword phrase is super competitive and is not a good keyword phrase to target, we still have other phrases that we could use for our domain name, as well as to target multiple articles within our website that's based on home brewing. You could call it toddshombrewing.com or whatever. You could find a decent a good domain name that has a couple of the keyword phrases in it that are less competitive, but then you structure your content around these other keyword phrases. Real quick, like how to home brew, and this will then produce another list of keyword search phrases, long tail low competition keyword phrases, and again, how to home brew. Boom, it's a great keyword phrase. There's a lot of traffic, a low amount of competition, a green indicator, decent SEO. If we go down a little bit further, how to homebrew beer. This isn't bad. Homebrew systems. Home brewing how to. That phrase doesn't make sense, so it wouldn't really work. But we could have home brewing how to do it yourself and target that keyword phrase, and then these keywords within that phrase would be targeted as well. So that's basically what I wanted to show you. You can play on this on Jaxie and find tons of information about low competition keyword phrases that relate to your niche, and target that niche and get ranked relatively quickly, and get your content in front of your niche audience. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, either here on YouTube or on my website. Thanks.